Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's the Entrepreneurs here, and today what we'll be doing is we'll be continuing our Investing with Max series. If you guys have not watched the previous video, I highly suggest you guys go watch that now. As a disclaimer, this is just for educational purposes only, and if you're looking for financial advice, I highly suggest you seek out a registered financial advisor. If that makes sense, let's get started. All right, let's go. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. I just made myself bigger. Okay, guys. So let's check this out. So February, like what we were saying last year, look at how a huge difference it was, right? February, starting January, then February, it did a, I want to say a year high. And you can see here from, let's say, starting December 31st, it was a low of 19.5. Then going to, let's say, January, like the peak here, January 14th, it went all the way to like 33 cents low, but a high of 41.5 cents. Then on February, it did a high of 45 cents and a low of 31.5 right on the peak. So I wanted to see the same kind of pattern for this year, for 2022, from 2021, and sorry, and you can see here that January it did pick up, right? So from, let's say, and sorry, I'm looking at Life is right now too, Life and Wellness, and you can see, let's say 31st, it was at 7.5, then it did peak in January at 11 cents. Then after that, now in February, it's just hovering in the support and resistance. And you can see here that the resistance is around 10.5 and the support is around 8 cents, right? And you even broke that before, the 6 and 7. So we can even say that the support is around 7 cents. And so far, because there's not have been a big catalyst that we're looking for, that's why we're not seeing the same result from last year, February, from January to February, right? So we really need that results, like we really need that catalyst to bring the industry up. And what I'm going to show you later is I'll show you an article of Colorado's hitting its sales report to like a lot of money, right? I'll show you that later on, in billions. So it's surpassed its projection. So this is life is here. So if I go zoom in a little bit, you can see the volume has been not as much. So you can see 288 daily, 108, this one is 163, and let's see the 18, it's like 38k. Like that's nothing, right? That volume is nothing. 38k. All right, so let's double check here. Oh, just 1 second. Let's stop this. Okay. Yeah, that's why I heard like background playing. Okay, so anyway, so that's Life is. So let's move to Rev Capital, and you can see that it's been down. Life is like down 5, almost 6%. For Rev Capital, you can see here. So you can't see the January and February timeline because they went to a different exchange. But you can see here that December, because it's a tax selling season, that you can see from here. Then it goes all the way down. So let's say where was December 30th to 31st. So it was at low of $1.42, high of $1.46. Then January, right, it kind of dipped. Then eventually, and once February hit, it did go up, and it went down. It went up to $1.77, right? Then now it's doing a pullback, and it had its earnings on the 18th, and you can see here that there was a negative reaction to this earnings and revenue from the public, right? And the volume is still low. It's only 24k. Like, look at that. The volumes are ridiculous 9K, and this is on a daily, right? Before, what we're seeing in the daily is like, look at this, 1.35 million. So definitely that's what I say is that when you see the volume, then that's when the stocks start to pick back up, because there's a lot more interest in there, right? So yeah, that's Rev Capital. Then let's look at Weed. So you can see Rev Capital here, it's almost down 5%. Weed is also down 5%. And kind of the same thing. So you can see from December, it's just been going down and down because it's tax selling season. And let's say, where's the December 31st? Yeah, so December 31st, it was hovering on its support resistance. Then once it broke that support, it pulled back. Then it tried to go up. Then it couldn't break that resistance. Then it did another pullback, and as you can see here, the continuation of it going down, and it even broke this support. And this support was around at you can see at $9. And you can see here that it dipped to the low of $8.42. Then after that, once it dipped there, there was bulls that were coming in and to try to bring it back to above the support. And you can see there that it went up. Then once it broke so it tested the resistance here, then it went back, then it tried to test the resistance again. It came to the new support resistance, then eventually it went down again, right? So it's very volatile. The volume for, Canopy, it's still pretty good. It's not like the other ones, like the rest, where it's just like in 9K, 10K, but here we can see that's still in the 6 million. You can see 3 million, 2 million, right? So 2 million there. So I mean, the volume is still good for Canopy growth, so which is good to see. Then let's go to PLGB, and PLGB is still stagnant, and it looks like they're gonna have their earnings on the 3rd here, right? Date March 2nd, so that's coming up, and this company has been going down as well, and not much volume. So you can see here the volume was 21.9K. On the 18th, it was 7K, right? So we really need that volume to pick up to see the stock go back up again. And let's say ACB. So for ACB, it looks like the earnings was here as well, 3.7. So it was on February 10th. It looked like they had a pretty good earning here, because you can see that, it was green day, right? It's a green day, so people took it positively. Then as usual, starting, December, tax selling season, it kept on going down. Then it just, like January, it dipped tremendously. Then on the 31st in February, it started to go back up and do a reversal a little bit. But we really need to look at this support and resistance, because right now it looks like this stock here is in the support and resistance of, so if you look at $5.50, and here is at $4 and let's say 70 cents, right? 74, 75, so around that range. So if it dips here and it doesn't recover, then we might see this support and resistance and just hover here. But if we're looking at the bullish trend, then if it goes up here, then it goes above the support, then we might see the resistance of 710, and if it's going up, we might see the range of around $8 of support and resistance. All right, so basically, yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now is the market is still not, in a bullish way, like kind of like what we seen last year in January, February. Like there's no big catalyst and not much interest in the cannabis yet. But what's really nice is looking at the fundamentals and also the sales of, the states and stuff like that, which is, improving, which is really good, right? Because the sales are in billions, guys, billions. So this is $1 billion company. So if I go to, so the Cannabis Investors Facebook group, and I'll just quickly scroll here. And oh yeah, when you scroll here, there's a bunch of things that, news are coming up. And look at this here, Hexocorp. So another one, right? And it says Hexo proposed share consolidation to shareholders. This guy said another one. So this is pretty funny. And normally, who I was telling you, when they do a share consolidation, normally what I've seen is it's a bad kind of decision for the shareholders, because what's going to happen now is they're going to try to split or they're gonna try to consolidate the stock. So let's say you had 1,000 stocks, and they tried to consolidate that to, like let's say 10-1 or something like that, right? Then you would have around, like, let's say 10 shares. So yeah, let's say you. Oh, hold on here. The video keeps playing here. I don't know why. So let's say, yeah, you have like 100 shares, and they did, or let's say, yeah, 1,000 shares, and they did a 10-1, then you would have 100 shares, right? So normally that's a bad thing, because now your shares will go down in the company, like meaning your share count, then the share price might even go down. And when it goes down, then you would lose money, right? So yeah, so you scroll down here, Aurora, blah, 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 the fiscal year. Then it looks like some people are saying money just keeps burning when you look at the financial statement. And look at this. Here's how much money was spent on marijuana, Colorado last year. So I clicked on this. Yeah, it was that one there. And this is what it showed me. And this video keeps playing, and I hear it on my headset here. So I'm just like, what's that sound playing? But anyway, you can see here's how much money was spent on marijuana in Colorado last year. Colorado has surpassed 12 billion in marijuana sales since 2014, guys. It's in the billions. So that's crazy. And you can see here, this is just Denver alone, all right? This is no other states here. So just we're talking about Denver here. And you can see Colorado has set a new record for marijuana sales in a single year. In 2021, Colorado had more than 2.22 billion in marijuana sales, according to the Colorado Department of Revenue. That breaks the previous record of 2.19 billion in 2020. So they're also saying that in 2021 marijuana sales figure, in 2022 marijuana tax and fee revenue figure. So they kind of just break it down. And what you can see here is you can see that January 2022, they had 30.7 million, right, marijuana tax and fee revenue. And January, the calendar year total is like 30, yeah, so it's the same thing, 30 million. But December 2021, 30 million point 6. Then to date total is almost 2.1 billion if you just round this all the way up, but 2.049 million, right? So that's freaking insane. And you can see here the marijuana sales alone, right? December 2021 is 168 million. Then January to November 2021 calendar year, the total is 2.2 billion, right? That's a B, guys, billion. Then to date, the total is 12.2 billion, right? So that's what they were saying here in the headline. 12 billion in marijuana sales since 2014. So just a quick breakdown on how the marijuana sales are going up gradually, and it's in the billions, guys. Like, this industry is in the billions. So I think it's just a matter of time when we hear a big catalyst again, that more interest from investors will happen, and the volume will start going up again. Because if you look at Rev Capital, like what I was saying, it's like, look at this, the volume is 24K. IFIS volume is like, this one here is like 38K, 108. So like, I mean, it's pretty bad, right? 38K and etc. So I mean, we're really looking for that push. And if we see that catalyst, stocks might go up again, right? But who knows? We don't know what the market is gonna do. It's very unpredictable. We can just look at the patterns to make informed decision, but it's not guaranteed. It's not always 100%. So you just gotta be quick, and you gotta look at your setup, because if you have a good setup, then eventually you'll start winning. So the more you win, and so let's say you win 10 times and you do 6 times, so you're still ahead, right? So yeah, that's a quick intro of what's going on. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is I'll show you my account, and look at this. So my unrealized gain or loss is like basically 65%, and my biggest loser is Lifeis. You can see here it's almost down like 10k, and it's down 72.3. Rev Capital is still up 19% and 1.2 k, right? So I'm up 192. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. And yeah, this one is Air Canada, so don't worry about that. But Lifeis and Rev Capital, they're like Lifeis is my biggest loser. So we'll see what happens in the next few months. And if we find that catalyst, or if there is a catalyst that is gonna bring the sector back up, then we're gonna see our portfolio go back up again. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Just comment down below or message me directly. And until next time, happy Sunday. And right now in Calgary, it's super cold. You know, we just had like 18 centimeters of snow, so I'm gonna have to shovel my sidewalks and my pathways. All right, so take care and have a great Sunday. Bye.